Okay, so white women. The other day I was following this post on Threads and it was basically like, hey, white women, why do you all hate each other and why don't you like try to repair those bonds in your community? Low key, it reminded me of that one scene in the last season of The White Lotus where Leslie Gibbs' character goes up to Piper Posey's character and Piper Posey just acting like she doesn't know her. And I remember being on the internet like, am I missing something here? Like, how does this play into the plot? Like, why is she acting like that? And I remember seeing a white woman say, that's just how some white women are. And I, as a Black woman, was really, really intrigued reading these answers because I think that a lot of the white women in the comments actually express similar sentiments to what women of color experience when interacting with them as well. Some of these white women also had identified that they don't have those issues when they go into communities of color. Therefore, they have mostly found community with women of color in order to avoid the sort of toxic nature of a lot of their white female friendships. And initially I thought that that was cool because it's like, all right, you guys are reaching across the aisle, you're going to the people who are the experts in building community in order to figure out what that looks like. Because for me, having been essentially raised by a village of people who looked like me and cared for me in various different ways, it is almost impossible for me to understand what it's like to grow up without that. But then I don't know, it was bothering me a little bit that I didn't see people talking about bringing that lesson then back home to their white counterparts. It's like, well, why don't you fix the problems with the other white women? Why did you just come to us and basically bring your white womanness over here? Because like in a way, it then can get to the point where it's like, okay, so you guys refuse to fix issues in your own house. You're just gonna keep coming over to my house and keep taking my resources. So yeah, I guess this is just a long-winded way of asking white women, what happens when you actually try to take those lessons of building community back into white spaces? How is it received by your, fellow white women or even the white men? Because one thing I do know is that if you don't fix what's broken, it's gonna continue to mess with the rest of us. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments below so we can talk about